topic of the day is, could you be in a relationship with someone practicing abstinence?
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I can't.
You can or can't?
I can't. I can't.
Okay.
But I have to know this going in.
Yeah.
And if I know this going in, and I see that we're working on something else, because like put it like this, because if I know this going in, then I know that I'm gonna focus on you and not just like at some point thinking about, oh man, I wonder what that hit like. I'm not gonna be worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let that go out of my mind, because at the end of the day, that's not happening no time soon.
Right.
So you can scratch that out your mind, even when you go on dates and everything else. Because one thing about it, like when you're really trying to date somebody and trying to get to know somebody, you don't know when that's gonna happen. So you always stay prepared for it to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all go on a date, you'll sit there and probably have in the back of your mind, like, I'm not planning it to, but if it do, I'm ready for it. But you know, when she's practicing abstinence, you can still go about planning your dates and everything else and all that other stuff, because then you're getting to know this person. And then you might, that's a better way to know, because you might say to them, you know what? You're pretty dope. So I can only imagine what the sex will be like. But there is, there is a downside to that. Because you can fall in love with somebody so much, everything about them, and then once you get in bed with them, there is no. It ain't even got the suck. Y'all ain't got no connection,
no chemistry. Right?
No, it's not even that. Like some people just have no sexual compatibility at all.
That's why you teach them.
No. Even if you teach them or not, even if you teach them, okay, think about this. Okay, think about this. We're grown men here. Would you really want to?
Not all four of us. But
I mean, well, yeah. We're grown ups. We're grown ups in here.
I am a grown man.
But look. Here's the thing. No, the thing is though, like, if you gotta make me lose my train of thought.
Sex before marriage. You can't have sex before. You can't do this. You can't do that. But any sex. Period before marriage is sin, but they'll put more weight on if you're gay or if you got kids or something like. I would say hell. Well, I guess I still say it's lust. It all falls on the lust, and lust is all it comes. So shut up. Like we don't like go. If you gonna get it. And if you're gonna live together, live together. Because we don't say anything about gluttony. Gluttony is a sin.
Well, we need to.
Overeating.
It's some fat
and
Christians.
You got all these big mothers of the church in the kitchen frying chicken.
Right.
Like sit down, Elder Pearl, them swole ankles.
Come on, Elder Pearl.
Them little bitty dots.
But them be the ones who cook real good though.
Wait, y'all, I have some of those dots.
You got the little.
No, I'm talking about
the little fat meat.
No, this is the elbow, but it's like this big. The arm's so big.
No, for real. No, but I think I'm for real. I think a lot of times we try to put our personal convictions on other people.
Yep.
And if you're called to do something, let that be what you're called to do. You can't make nobody else do it because it ain't purpose for them.
That's right. And I feel like when you're really into someone too, like you said, but I do feel you feel like we smashing
I need a time frame, sir.
But at the same time, like you said, if I'm meeting somebody and they don't even trigger me here mentally, then we're already done.
Yeah.
Really. We can have fun at this point. I know within the first 1 minute of me feeling someone's aura, if this is gonna be a longevity thing or if this is gonna be like, oh no, I'm finna just kind of kick it with them. I mean, you can take me to dinner, you can take me to the movie, you can do it, but this is not gonna be a long thing.
Yeah.
Now, if I want to give it up to you, and you didn't hit me somewhere in the mental. I don't know what you did to me. So yeah, we probably.
What you did to me.
What you did to me.
What you do, boy?
What? You just standing here, okay? And I'm taking over, taking back, okay? So that's how it have to be. It can't be no lightweight stuff.
Yeah.
I just
need a time frame.
Right.
That's
Are
all.
we getting married or not? Okay.
Day 2, let me know.
That's gonna determine.
Let me know,
everything.
because if I know we getting married, I'll wait as long as you need me to.
Okay.
But you trying to fill me out 6 months later and you still don't know.
What you did say makes sense, like bro, and I get sex now, it's real casual and it's real common, but it's so much deeper. When you really have a connection with somebody and then you connected to all the people that they connected to and all that. So bro, I just really, really want us to be careful.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do not play
but
about
they
this.
do say I made jokes about that, but I was dead serious. Let me clarify that. But the flip side to that is when you remove sex from the situation, you get to know the person on a deeper level.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And so in that kind of part,
I've been
like,
in sexless situations. I've been.
do you feel like the relationship was deeper than
Stronger?
Yeah, I told you like it was a time that like when I first there was no sex or something like that. So yeah, yeah.
Was there an abstinence thing going on, or y'all just was like not
No,
trying
it
to
wasn't.
rush and let it play its part?
Wasn't trying to rush. It definitely wasn't like. Well, I guess it kind of turned into an abstinence or celibacy because like we were exclusive, but we just wasn't.
See, y'all set that tone.
Okay.
We
I
want
was
And
gonna
it
say,
just
but-
kind of went that way.
But then, do you think you guys were also practicing being equally yoked?
Explain.
Because just being equally yoked.
I mean, but it can go on
just-
different.
Well,
Like,
I was gonna say,
yeah.
just you both agreeing that this is what we are not going to do.
It wasn't even. It wasn't honestly. We didn't even talk about it initially. And
It was just something that wasn't happening, and y'all were okay with that.
Relationship, it was like we were just getting to know each other. We were spending time together, going out, blah blah blah.
And that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, and then when it finally, when it came, when it happened, it was so spontaneous. Like, okay, like
Okay, that was fine. Dang, that was fine.
Now, did the connection change? Did it get stronger, or did it weaken a little bit?
no, it didn't weaken because
It only strengthened.
no.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom.
And then, like, I guess because you waited so long, it started happening more frequently and stuff like
That's
yeah.
how it
Well,
go.
you done did it now.
That's how I go.
Well, keep it going.
You can have it once, you can have it twice. Everything nice.
So we got months to make up, sir.
Yeah.
We gonna make up for these 6
What you
months.
doing on your
like
lunch break?
Right.
No.
But like I said, if you guys are, I feel like if relationships or two people are mentally on that level,
Right.
and y'all have chosen to do that, then good for y'all. More power to y'all.
Exactly.
Y'all make sure that then you know what?
Power to y'all.
Power to y'all. But if that is what you guys choose to, oh, that's dope. If you guys choose to make that decision, make that decision.
Right.
You know
And
what
don't
I'm saying?
pressure the other
And don't
person.
pressure the other person's decision for a reason. So if y'all choose to sustain and be abstinent before marriage, number one, more power to you. Good job. That's what the Lord want anyway. But make that decision and make it, from the heart, and just make it.
The people
That's
gonna
all
be
I'm
mad at
saying,
me.
because-
We don't have to get no time frame. Because I done had this conversation before.
Well, good thing
Why do
y'all
I have
ain't
to
with
give it? Yes, sir.
Kel said, I need a time frame.
No, for real though, I do. Like we talked about that earlier. Like, I don't agree with a time frame, but I do agree with time frames. Like, so if you with somebody and then you going into a situation, you let them know like by this time I want this to happen, and if you can't say that this you, then go on and don't waste my time.
Right.
Like I get it. Like I think that we should allow things to happen organically, but I do like the talking part of
Right.
it. Yeah.
So, like if somebody says, I'm waiting until marriage, I'm like, okay, you looking to get married? No, I'm not looking to get married right now. Then
But that's like,
what do you want me to
Megan
do?
Good-
I gotta get
Megan
rocks
Good
off,
is
so-
old boy.
But you know what? But you know what all that boils
Okay.
back down to? All that boils back down to the one thing. I think we talked about this before when we was on the night show. Dating with a purpose.
dating with a
That's
purpose.
what Shashane
And for
called it.
them,
Yeah.
that's their dating with a purpose. But if you're
Right.
not looking and you saying you wait until marriage, then you just making people sit around.
But
And can I-
and things, those funny things like now you can sit there and say, yeah, I'm looking for a wife or I'm
Right.
looking for a husband.
Right.
But the thing is though, how you go about it.
How you, bro?
It's all up to you, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. Because here's
Right.
the thing, I can say, you know, what, I'm in the market for looking for a wife. Now your guidelines and how you want to do it, you can sit there and say that, you know what, yeah, sex is going to be an option. Sex is going to be something that we're gonna
Later down the road.
later down the road. So guess what? When you sit there, okay, and you know what, I'm going to pursue
Yeah.
and I'm looking at her. So we're going to develop, and I know I'm looking for a wife. So I see wife qualities in
So I'm smacking my gum and twisting my hair.
All right.
Waiting.
You know what?
But
Never
what-
mind. Look,
what we
guess
have
what?
to
Guess
tell
what?
people-
Never mind. I'm pursuing Slim now, okay?
What?
All right, I'm pursuing. No, well, never mind. No,
You
Slim.
didn't like the smacking of the gum?
Nope, it's pet peeve. Okay, pet peeve.
I hate when
I kicked you out the car on that.
I see. On the side of 85.
But no,
No, it wasn't inside 85. It was on. It was on.
On
It was,
20.
nope, Langford Parkway.
You didn't care about me
At all.
at all.
Go ahead, Angel, you
No, I was gonna say because when you saying dated with a purpose and all of that, like and you know, it's different for different people. What bother me because I kind of grew up in church. They kind of condition some of the church girls to just look for a husband, that's all that they want to do, and it's such a turnoff when you meet somebody and they already sizing you up to be their husband. Or God told me to go, yeah, like go on somewhere with that, like for real. Because what happens is you then get with somebody who really wasn't never destined to be your spouse, but you put them in a place and now you sit up there, both of y'all miserable. Like I hate that with
Borderline arranged marriage.
Like,
Yeah, borderline.
But then on that one though, when you're doing that, that's really up for you at that moment because you still know what you're looking for. Yep. You still know what you're in the market for. So the thing is, like, okay, someone can sit there and say, you know what, I'm looking for a husband. Bo, Callie, you look like husband material. All right, cool. We can date. Now, the thing is this. You told me that you're looking for a husband. So guess what? I'm not going to show you boyfriend qualities or boyfriend tendencies. I'm not going to show you that because you just told me that's not what you want. So guess what? If I don't like waking up early in the morning on certain days, that's what you're going to get the very first single day that we get together.
Yeah.
So you can sit there and be like, well, you know what? Bo, you ain't never changed since we got together, right? Because you told me you was looking for a husband. I was actually in the market for looking for a wife. So since we're both, you're looking for this, so be you. I would right now. Guess what? You want to sit there and say, you know what? I don't know what I'm looking for, but I think we might be compatible and make something. So guess what? Now I'm going to approach it as you and me are. We're boyfriend, girlfriend. Right. So guess what? The whole little courting thing, the whole little let me go out to eat, let me hold your hands, all this stuff. And you would do that as a husband, but as boyfriends dating and boyfriend and girlfriends here and now, you kind of tend to go overboard in the beginning. Like overboard in the beginning. In some cases, okay. Like you go overboard in the beginning, and then you still kind of level it out toward the end because you're trying to woo this person, you're trying to impress this person, and let them know there are good sides and there are going to be downsides. But you do your best when you when you're just courting as boyfriends and girlfriends. You're doing your best to make sure that the upside is up there because at the end of the day, we all know in all relationships there's going to be downsides. Right. But if you're showing them this upside or whatever the case because you want to impress them and everything, then yes, then that's that. But when you sit there and just yourself you looking for a husband, cool. I want to carry myself and show you what your husband will look like.
You said a word right there. So I hope the men who were in the audience were listening to that because you really said a word. When you are going in the mind frame of a husband material, then start doing husband things and start acting husband-ish.
Set your husband
rules. There we go. All right, so we about to go to break, and when we come back, we're doing Marry, Smash, Kill. Do y'all want to give the names so they can start preparing? Because we do want y'all to call in and give your names too. So
it's the Living Single Edition.
Living Single Edition. So we got. I know.